What's on, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Ross, I like games, and today, we've got some good Digimon we need to be talking about today, ladies and gentlemen. We can have a little bit of a look at two new level 7 Digimon. They are going to look fairly familiar. We'll get to them in just a moment. What we've got is Chaosmon and Chaosmon Valderarm. Shout out to the lovely Jason Snowjacks and the lovely folks over at Chosugoi on Facebook. I got the translation from both of those places. They both seem to agree. Quite frankly, that is an excellent, excellent sign. Now, if we take a look quickly at the stats here, we've got a couple of level 7s. They do have the same stats. They are 15 cost to play normally. Now, if we compare that to the other level 7s, that is about what they cost. Ragnar Lordmorn comes in at a 14 cost, but they're generally 15 cost. 6 cost to evolve, which is what they cost normally, and yeah, fine. Ragnar Lordmon does cost 3 to evolve, but again, Ragnar Lordmon is the exception. Remember that when you evolve Ragnar Lordmon, you can actually add a Durandamon or a Broaludramon from your hand to the top of the Digivolution sources, gain free memory, and essentially have Digivolved for free. But I think it's fair to say that is very much the exception rather than the rule. And we got 14,000 power, which is honestly about right for a level 7. We've seen 13, we've seen 15, but 14 is around about where we generally look. Though do please remember that we do need to mention there are 15,000 power level 7s out there, including Omnimon, which is of course the biggest, baddest, most widely played Digimon in the game at the moment. Do bear in mind, you won't win a fight against them, and that is genuinely kind of relevant. Now, they both can evolve from 2 different colours. One of them can evolve from green or black. The other one can evolve from green or yellow. Now, this is, of course, very interesting here because, well, green haven't actually had a level 7 yet. But then again, neither have yellow. The level 7s we've seen up to now, none of them can evolve from green or yellow. Well, yellow now do have one. Green now has 2. And black are actually now up to 3 different level 7s, which is, you know, it's nice to have options, I suppose. Although, to be fair, red already had 3 different ones, so I don't know. Point is, we've got green, we've got yellow, and we've got black. So if we start off with Chaosmon here, what we've got is a skill. Firstly, it's got piercing. Remember, that means that when you take out a resting Digimon, you get to perform a security check. General rule of Digimon is that when you attack a resting Digimon, you don't get to do a security check, it's one or the other. But here, you destroy a resting Digimon and then go straight through to the security check. It is a very good thing. But it gets better. When you Digivolve into this Digimon, that is 6 cost when you Digivolve, not 15 cost to play normally, you get to make this Digimon active. And then you can attack an opponent's Digimon. And the attack from this effect can target active Digimon, which is nuts. Now, this does actually present a kind of interesting situation. A lot of the time, if you've got a level 7 to evolve, you want to evolve into the level 7 before you attack, so that you can attack with your bigger, badder level 7. Makes perfect sense. Here, you make yourself active or unsuspend when you Digivolve. So if you're already unsuspended, you might as well attack, get suspended, then Digivolve and then become unsuspended, and then you can go ahead and attack. Now, there is, of course, a potential downside here. What if you've got a 10, 11,000 power level 6? And in fact, the average level 6 is 11,000 power. What if you attack the security stack and you hit that one Omnimon that's left in your opponent's deck? And then you get deleted before you Digivolve up. This is a really interesting interaction to me. Because on the one hand, being able to attack, then Digivolve, unsuspend, and then attack again is beautiful. Especially given that the newly unsuspended Digimon can attack active Digimon. And that is an awesome, awesome thing. Remember, the general rule is you can only attack suspended Digimon. Being able to attack unsuspended Digimon is awesome. It basically puts your opponent's Digimon that they thought was safe into harm's way, which is wonderful. But I love the risk-reward thing here. What could happen, and this is especially relevant if you potentially have security attack +1, +2, whatever, is you attack, take out a resting Digimon security, etc., make yourself active, and then take out a resting Digimon, bearing in mind you've got piercing. But do bear in mind, if you attack with a level 6, and you either have piercing on the level 6, attack and hit a security card, or you just attack the security and they've got more power than you or the same, you won't get your chance to Digivolve up. That is potentially mildly terrifying. If your level 6 doesn't have piercing, you can just attack a resting Digimon with lower power than you and guarantee to survive. When you Digivolve up, it gets amazing because there's a combo going on. You can attack an active or unsuspended Digimon, and you've got piercing, so you can take out whatever Digimon you like on their field, assuming none of them have 15,000 power or above. And then, because you've got piercing, you also perform a security check. The only thing that makes me fall out of love with this a tiny bit is the 14,000 power. Now, I'm being greedy here, let's be clear. I am being hyper greedy. But imagine if this could take out an active or unsuspended Omnimon and then perform a security check. It'd be too good, it'd be a little bit broken. I completely understand why you can't. But I'd like to, ladies and gentlemen. I would really, really like to. So yeah, overall, great card. Great card. High power, gives level 6s a level 7. Piercing and a skill that makes you active and lets you target unsuspended Digimon. And yeah, it's a bit of a one-shot thing. After you've Digivolved and unsuspended and attacked, then fine. You are just a 14,000 power Digimon with piercing. Although having said that, a 14,000 power Digimon with piercing is still a pretty good thing. But there is going to be that nuts turn where you actually get this rolling, and that is going to be a thing of absolute beauty. The other one we've seen here is Chaosmon Valderarm. Now, we don't need to go through the stats. We've talked about the stats a fair bit. It is relevant to point out that this Digivolves from green or yellow. As it stands, this is the only level 7 to which yellow have access. Green have a choice between either of these, but this is the only one that yellow can use. So if you're playing a yellow deck or planning to play a yellow deck in the future, and you've wanted a big bad level 7, this is it. And bearing in mind, this 14,000 power, if nothing else, this just gives you a super beefy yellow Digimon. And the fact of the matter is that, yeah, skills are nice, but actually, sometimes popping up into a level 7, what it really does is just give you a Digimon that can break those power ties. Level 7s are generally more powerful than level 6s. So get yourself a level 7 that evolves some yellow, and then you can just take out all your opponent's level 6s. But there is a skill here. When you Digivolve, during this turn, you may choose 2 of your opponent's Digimon and lower their power by 7,000. Or it's really the one effect twice. The point is, you can target the same Digimon twice. Now, I'm gonna have to give you the exact same warning as before, and I'm sorry, but when you look at the metagame we're in, it's a very relevant point. Won't take out Omnimon. Now, there are a million different yellow cards out there that can lower your opponent's power. If any one of them is combined with this, you can take out an Omnimon. So, even though it technically can't take out an Omnimon, there are going to be plenty of yellow decks where it's really not going to be an issue, because essentially the second you evolve up, there will be something else, whether it's an option card, a skill, whatever, that is actually able to take out your opponent's Digimon when it's down to a measly 1,000 power, which is clearly a very, very good thing. So that is an awesome skill. It's a powerful skill, and it really is quite versatile. The fact that it is 2 times minus 7,000 power, rather than 1 times minus 14, is genuinely huge. Because it means that you can take out 2 7,000 power Digimon, or 1 basically anything but Omnimon Digimon, or you can combine it with other skills that you've got. And this is the kind of thing that yellow do, and this fits beautifully into a yellow deck. It can Digivolve from green, And to be fair, green get the Digivolving faster. They generally are a bit faster and cheaper to Digivolve up if you play the right combination of cards. But certainly if you're going for the whole lowering power, that is very, very much a yellow thing to do. I mean, take the Seraphimon from the yellow starter deck. When you attack, minus 4,000 to one of your opponent's Digimon. Now, I love the combo here because, of course, your average level 6 has 11,000 power. So you take out a 7,000 power or less Digimon, you take an 11,000 down to 4,000, then you attack with Seraphimon and take them out. And remember, lowering power is not attacking, it can be done to an unsuspended Digimon. I think with the right combination of cards, Chaosmon Valderan here is just going to be great. Again, it's pretty much a one-shot thing. When you Digivolve up, you've got this awesome turn where you go a little bit nuts, and then there is an element of sitting around and twiddling your thumbs. But that's all right. I don't really mind that, because you've still got a 14,000 power Digimon. Oh, did I mention that when you get deleted, you gain free memory? Yeah, that is pretty gosh darned awesome. And this is another thing that I really, really like here. No, it's not phenomenal, and it's a lot of the time going to be up to your opponent, and it might not work at the right time. But free memory is free memory. Getting free memory off this is better than hitting Hammer Spark off a security skill and getting 2 memory. It's brilliant. Now, when I say it's not phenomenal, what I mean is it's not necessarily in your control. Your opponent can do this when, for instance, they've got 2 memory, so they deliberately delete this, and then it goes from 2 memory on your opponent to 1 memory on you. And your opponent can use it to manipulate the game in that regard. Fine. But I don't really care, because the fact of the matter is, it's still extra memory when you are deleted, and that seems like a good thing to me. These are good level 7s. If you asked me to pick between them, it's really difficult. If you're playing a lowering power yellow deck, I do think Chaosmon Valderan is amazing, but having that one turn where you can make yourself active, get a second attack, and take out an unsuspended Digimon with the attack, that is a hard thing to pass up, and it's quite difficult to say anything other than amazing things about that. Frankly, ladies and gentlemen, these are good level 7s, and what I love here is, even if you look at these and think they're a little bit weaker than some of the other level 7s, I'm not really saying that, but I think some people will, it doesn't really matter, because it's not that straightforward or simple, because these work, you know, of the 4 potential evolution colours, you got green, green, yellow, and black. Well, black's the only colour of them that's actually got the option to be able to evolve into a level 7 at the moment anyway. And that makes me happy. I like seeing yellow and green get level 7s, and I like these skills. Frankly, ladies and gentlemen, count me as a fan. But I'd like to know if you're a fan. I'd like to know what you think. So let me know in the comment section, would you? Go nuts. Be nice. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWasi, and Twitch for some live action at twitch.tv/PTCG Radio. If you want to support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all that good stuff, head on over to patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can do exactly that. But by far the most important thing, as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching Wasi Plays.